Citizens of the United States, the USSR, has released their first satellite, Sputnik, into orbit.
I'm gonna start tweaking, bro. How the hell y'all niggas? How the hell y'all niggas beat the USSR, bro? Them niggas bro. How the fuck? But what I was trying to say, bro, y'all niggas gotta get better. I ain't trying to lose no money. I ain't trying to lose nothing, bro. I got a family to feed and all that.
So what do we do now?
I'm not even worried about the USSR. I'm more worried about my job.
I mean, the president's not wrong. There's still a chance of the rocket making it into orbit. He said we suck, but let's prove wrong.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. Great I am. Great I am.
This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew.
I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Newton's third law states for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Because of this concept, we can infer that a rocket will only be able to take flight if an equal force acting strong enough can push off against it. The force will be a combination of a black powder consisting of oxidant, potassium nitrate, and sulfur will be added for the catalyst. The model of the rocket will be a V2 rocket, which has enough force to reach space. Once you mix the reactions together, the product will release a powerful steam. Release a bunch of built-up combustion force. This force will release out from the bottom vent, and due to Newton's third law, an explosion will happen, which will cause the to take flight in the air. Once acted upon the net external force, they gain inertia from the blast will cause the rocket to remain in motion, and as it reaches onto the atmosphere, the power of the rocket will expand past the ozone layer into space. Once in space, the difference of force will release the satellite attached onto the rocket. To make the satellite orbit, we'll have to keep the speed of 7,000 miles per hour. That orbital speed gives the satellite the ability to make one whole round trip around the Earth in 24 hours. After, we can send spies across the USSR to gain information on how the USSR was able to send Sputnik into space. Maybe we're looking at this wrong. What if orbit pulls in whatever it comes into contact with? Won't that bring it back into the atmosphere? Huh? Yes, it will. That's why we need another factor, well, to balance its velocity. And how is that supposed to work? What? Well, since orbit pulls in a constant motion, if the satellite moves at a perfect curvature, it will move away from orbit when its gravity acts. This will lead the satellite to continue to move in an ovular shape and around orbit constantly.
To see as the V2 plunges earthwards.
You are my sunshine.